Tonight is about a Nashville that works for everybody.
History tonight in Nashville. Voters picked John Cooper as the city's next mayor, and by a wide margin. Cooper receiving nearly 70% of the votes. Good evening, everyone. Mayor David Briley conceded about 20 minutes after the polls closed. This is the first time a mayor of Nashville has lost a re-election bid since Metro Nashville government was formed back in 1963. We have team coverage for you of this race with Emily Luxon. She has been following the Briley camp, but we're going to begin with Jason Lamb. He is live outside City Hall, where there will soon be a new man in charge. Jason.
Yeah, that's right. And it is here where Mayor-elect John Cooper will begin the work of governing. And in front of his supporters, he made it clear that Nashville's major growth should begin benefiting those who live here.
The whole point of growth is to build a better city with more opportunity for our people, a beautiful city that nourishes her people. And yes, it is the time to get tourism dollars going to residents instead of resident dollars going to tourism.
Cooper thanked his supporters and talked about what he called his education over the past 5 months as a candidate. He joked that he learned from a neighbor in Bordeaux exactly where they want to put a speed bump up, and talked with other neighbors across Davidson County about their needs as well. He said he will work as mayor to make Nashville a city that works for everybody. Now, Cooper had been criticized by his opponent, Mayor Briley, over how much of Cooper's own money he used to fund his shot at the mayor's office. Campaign finance documents show of the $2.7 million his campaign raised, Cooper himself paid $1.8 million. We asked the mayor-elect about that tonight.
You talked about uniting Nashville. What do you say specifically to the voters who are specifically critical of the amount of money, of your own money, that you use to fund your campaign?
Well, actually, I think that's kind of a misleading, highly politicized argument to make. And the public, this is an overwhelming victory. It is a city that is united behind our message. And it's our message that brought the county together, and that the voters said, yes, let's use this word, a mandate for. We communicated it, I think, very well with the public. We were never negative in any way. We talked up to the voters and engaged in a real discussion.
Obviously, this was not the outcome that Mayor David Briley was hoping for tonight. Let's go over to my colleague Emily Luxon, who's outside the Noel Hotel downtown, where the Briley campaign really didn't have a whole lot to cheer for tonight. Emily?
That's certainly the case, Jason. It was an early night here, as we mentioned. He conceded the race less than 20 minutes after polls closed. He said it has been an honor to serve as mayor of Nashville, and he was proud of what he was able to accomplish during his 18 months in office. Supporters gathered in the same ballroom at the Noel Hotel where Briley's grandfather, former Metro Mayor Beverly Briley, held several campaign watch parties. When he addressed supporters, Briley said he hopes that the city will come together after this election. He says in the end, both he and John Cooper want what is best for the city, and there is still plenty of work left to be done. However, obviously, he was disappointed by the results.
The last 6 weeks have, in many respects, been probably the toughest of my political career because I knew there was so much that we could do as a city, and I wanted so desperately to be able to continue to work for the next 4 years to do it. I knew it was an uphill battle, but we kept fighting as a team to make sure we had the best chance to do it.
Briley also said he will do everything he can to make sure John Cooper has a smooth transition into the mayor's office. He also said as a private citizen, he will continue working to make sure the city moves forward. Reporting live in downtown Nashville, Emily Luxon, News Channel 5.